away the stress. You don't make no clap back when you back. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time as we get set to see Josh Rosen command this offense, the number 10 pick in the 2018 draft.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Rosen off the play action. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47. Rosen now off the bootleg. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
So now here's Rosen on first down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it, and he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll look 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Bernard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Now a carry for Bernard. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The last 3 plays have resulted in gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An 8-play drive to this point, so here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Mike one. Go. Go. 5.
They'll set up a throw. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. So give him the first down, 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
2nd and 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 6 yards away as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
He's checking.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Here we go, D. You got tape. You got tape. You got tape.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go. Here we go. 52. I got one.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Over the middle, complete. It's Ballard. And he's got this down to the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A very good gain on first down, 9 yards on the dump off. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play action here with Rosen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the...
And a big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And his kick is good. And kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now Bernard, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back in their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bishop. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check your hot read. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run with a North Carolina native. This is Bryce Love. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And now it's Rosen looking, and his throw's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
6 guys. Rock it. Check the backer.
2nd and long. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Hey, come on out here. Hey, Alpha. Come get some. Come on. Go. Shoot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds Hopkins complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Down. 8 read. Fair. Go.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half, I mean, that just didn't happen. On first down, it's Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And the touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Mike, fix this move. 55. Hey, eat. Come to my work.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
They'll run it here with Bernard. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, orbit. Watch the run, watch the run. Switch. Lock it. Check. And shoot.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On first down, Bernard. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
He's not going to get me.
Again, here's Bernard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Under 10. 10. Greystone travel. Sit up.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They look to throw here. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of the starter.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A gain of 3, second down. They'll run again with Bernard.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast. And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Watch one. Watch one. Too little, cupcake. Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. You got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here we go. Run the mic. Watch one. I smell fear now.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep and got his man complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Rosen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry here for their fullback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll get it in the hands of their receiver, Hopkins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 20. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A game there of 30 big ones.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on second down. Rosen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, this is three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We call that sack lunch.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
On second down now, Bernard. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. His throw caught right around the 6. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now here's the Panther special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Going to throw right side here, complete. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw, and he finds a man on a crossing route. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he stopped immediately there. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So now the Panthers down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10.
60 Pittsburgh. Keep tight end. Alone. Go. 90 is the mic. I'm coming after you.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, Delta. 90 is the mic. Ready. 90 is the mic. Exit. 90 is the mic. Big grip.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Good job.
And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. Deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively off and sealing the deal for themselves.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And now it's the Panthers' turn. Trailing in this one now. 36 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down.
Hey, Haywood. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be Get it.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You got nothing to that. Hey, high 7. Let's go.
2nd and 4. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down.
Buzz. Mike 55. Ready.
Back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Ready? 70, Indy.
He'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. 80 weapon. Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A a big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And by just about all accounts, not the...
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket.